Look what we're making this week. Oh, your own Frankenstein. It's gonna be fun. Let's check out what's in your kit. Let me move this down here so you can see what we're working on today. Okay, let's see if I can get that just right. There we go, close enough. So here's what he looks like. What did you get in your kit this week? You got his head, his hair, circles to make his eyes, some straight pieces to make his eyebrows, a nose, a mouth. These tiny pesty pieces this week, we're gonna use a lot of patience. There's the bolts that go in his neck. You ready to go to work? He's ready to be made. So what do you need at home this week? Only your best glue stick and a lot of patience. But we're gonna make it work. Need a scrap piece of paper so you don't make a mess. I'm gonna move my plate out of the way right now because the first thing we're gonna work on is those eyes. So we need those circles. We need the 2 white ones, we need the 2 purple ones, and the 2 black ones. So, like we've done so many times, take your cover off your glue. We're not gonna put glue onto the white. We're gonna take that purple, we're gonna wipe it right across our glue stick, and we're gonna put it right in that circle. And then we're gonna do the other purple one. Wipe, 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 put it in, and black, 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 little tiny one, hold it with the tip of your fingers, put it in, and look at that, 2 eyes. Ooh. Ah, that wouldn't scare you, would it? Oh, those little pieces are gonna be a pain. I'm gonna just set my eyes aside. And I'm gonna take my plate, and this time on just one part, like that big, maybe like as wide as your hand, right on the very edge of it, we're gonna put a whole bunch of glue. Let's see if I can really load that up. You see how much glue I put? Then we're gonna take that black and we're gonna lay it right on there. Now I want you to look at the back and see that I made it even. It's not way above it like that, it's even. And you also wanna make sure you have it on both sides. Oh, let me bring it back down here where you can see it. But it goes to each side of your plate in an even way. You ready to give him some ears? Because he would like to hear what you have to say, wouldn't you? Let's give him those ears. So those green circles, we're gonna put glue on half. Wipe it just on half of that circle. And we're gonna hold it with our hand, push it right into that plate. By the way, we probably should have done that too. Let's rub our fingers around there so it's gonna last. So there's one ear and I'm pressing it right in. I'm gonna take my other green circle and I'm gonna put the glue on half again, that's hard to say, half again. And I'm gonna put that on the other side. And I'm gonna hold it for a second. I'm gonna make sure it's really gonna last. Okay, what do you think? He's coming. Think we should put his eyes in? I think so. So again, we're not gonna try to put the glue on the plate. We don't need to do that. We're gonna just take that white circle, rub it right across our glue stick, put it right below his hair. There's one eye. Take the other one and rub it across, rub it. I wanna make sure there's glue. I'm gonna give him another eye. Oh, now he can hear you and he can see you too. Ooh, looks a little crazy. So maybe I'll turn that one. I have them pretty close together. I left plenty of room down here though, because he's got a nose and a mouth. And those are those little moon-shaped pieces you got. You got a teeny one for his nose. And you got a bigger one. I thought he looked kind of happy. What do you think? Well, let's do it. So these pieces are small. Take it in your fingertips again. Rub it across the glue. Put it right where you think his nose should be. Do the same thing with that bigger half circle. Where does his mouth go? Under his nose. Is that where your mouth is? I hope so. Okay, so We also have these thicker black pieces because we're gonna put them on top of his eyes there. He's got some eyebrow action going on there. So again, I'm taking my bigger piece and I'm just wiping it across my glue. I'm gonna put it right on top of his eye there. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Really should be some kind of gluing song. Okay, there you go, look at that. Ooh. Maybe his mouth a little. I'm gonna move his mouth over just a hair. What do you think? Oh yeah, he's coming good. Now, you're gonna have to use some patience on this part. You have 2 that are a little bit longer. Then you have 4 that are kind of short. So, to make the stitch marks, we're gonna use paper today because writing on this kind of plate is pretty hard. It's waterproof because you're supposed to eat on this plate, and we're using it for a craft project, and our markers would just wipe right off. So we're gonna use paper. So take one of your longer pieces there, do the same old wiping part. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. You might also want to have a handy dandy little damp cloth there because you can wipe your sticky fingers. Don't make it too wet though, because that's not good for your paper. So I put one there. Then I'm going to take the other longer piece. I'm going to put this one higher. I'm going to put this one way up here. So if we go back to this one that's done, the longer pieces we've already put. So now we're going to take those short pieces, the ones that are going to take even more patience, and we're going to do the same thing with our glue. If you get too sticky, just wipe them on that damp cloth. So you're going to put one stitch mark and another one right below there, maybe like that. And those 2 that are left are going to go on the other side. Oh yeah. Oh, my fingers are sticky. And the other one. Ooh. You know what he needs though? He needs those bolts in his neck. So we have these 2 T-shaped pieces, and on this long end right here, we're just gonna put glue just on the end. Then we're gonna put that right under one of his ears and do the same thing. Glue just on the end and put it under that other ear. Oh my gosh, look what we made. It's that white, it's Frankenstein. I ain't scared of him, are you? He looks too goofy to be scary. So, make sure you do your pickup. Take the cover, make sure you cover your glue because that's the way it will last. Take that damp cloth, put it with your spare piece of paper, make sure that ends up in the garbage where it belongs. You have finished your Frankenstein. Don't be scaring anybody. Boo. Miss you. Mwah.